Holy crap, it's a lot further than it looked. My legs feel like jello, and I'm maybe halfway there. Great, now all I can think about is how much I want jello. Okay, at long last, I'm in sight of the Varia, or what's left of it, at any rate. Seems to have cracked hard once it hit atmosphere. Like I figured, it came down in 2 major chunks, with a ton of scattered debris thrown around just to make the whole scene look terrifying and post-apocalyptic. In case anyone asks, it's working. I'm appropriately terrified. Looks like the flight deck came down pretty far from the crew quarters. Where do you figure I should go first? Look for the crew or check the flight deck? I think I can look for the crew, see if anyone's alive. Alright, I'm headed that way. If there are any rations to be found, that's where they'll be. Things look kind of messy though. Give me a minute to scout around. Okay, well, this wasn't unexpected, but still, I found some of the crew. It's, oh man, hang on. Sorry about that, I had to go be sick behind some moon rocks. So, there were a few crew members who were apparently pretty near where the various hulls split. I can't tell who they were or how many. They're all sort of fused to the metal or to each other. And I don't know. We might have lost some crew and we lost pressure. Behind the sealed door to the rear quarters, though, I found the rest of the crew. Antoine, Trotter, Colby, Adair, all dead. All of them just dead. I don't see Captain Aya anywhere. I don't know. I don't think I can do this. Knowing that all of them, every one of them, I think we should probably keep up his morale and maybe tell him to honor the dead. Yeah, you're right. I should bury them or something, huh? There's got to be like a spade or some kind of something to dig with. Man, this is gonna take some work. Maybe I should keep exploring the rest of the ship. See if I can find some rations first. Pretty much running on fumes here. You know, now that he mentions that, I think you should probably keep going. It's going to take way too long to dig graves. But I said that just to distract him. Okay, so past the bunks, there's a corridor that branches. The way to the galley looks pretty scorched. The other option is the lab. I'm afraid of what I'll find if I check on my rats. The humans didn't make it. What chance do those little guys stand? Probably more likely to find food in the galley. The door is super stuck. Fortunately, I'm not above bashing it with scrap metal, because, confidentially, I don't think we're getting our deposit back on this ship. I'm gonna keep at this for a bit, because this is my best bet at finding rations. If I could just get through this damn door! Okay, I don't want to say this is impossible, because that sounds like I'm exaggerating. So let's just say that getting into the galley is improbable. Highly, highly improbable. It's starting to get late. Anyway, the sun, or star, Tau Ceti, is getting low on the horizon. I need to think about bedding down for the night. So what do you think? Keep bashing this improbable door in the hopes that it gives in before I do? forget it for now and figure out my sleeping arrangements. The way he's describing the door, it's probably a waste of time, so I think you should probably forget about it for now. Cool, thank you. I think I needed someone else to tell me it was okay to stop beating myself up. So I can either go see what, if anything, is left of the lab, or I can start trying to figure out some sleeping plans. What do you think? I think maybe finding food is a good idea. Maybe I'll find some in the lab. I mean, who knows what's there. But let's explore some more. Might find some supplies or something. Well, it's time to play good news, bad news. Good news. All my handwritten notes on the maze running and food-seeking habits of Sprague-Dolly rats in various gravities. They're totally intact. So you can stop worrying that this whole trip was for nothing. We got the goods. Bad news, the cage looks like it's been crushed through a cage match. Looks like it's been through a cage match. Half crushed, warped from the heat, and the rats are nowhere to be found. I'd love to believe that they escaped into the ducks, that they're going to start repopulating this barren moon. I'm going to leave my notes here. Who knows, in a million generations, these could be the planet's sacred historical texts. Goodish news, I won't starve to death. I have rat food pellets and half full balls spout water bottle. Look at that, I called it half full. Feeling more optimistic already. So, I guess I could count my blessings and snack on rat food for a while. Or that could be a distant plan B and I can go hunting for people food. It sounds like he's not going to get into the galley. So maybe he should just eat the rat food? Yes. Yum? Rat pellets may count as a caloric intake, but they're not about to win any awards for flavor. If I close my eyes, I can imagine that they're, no, it's no good. I doubt anyone could trick themselves into thinking these were anything other than what they are. Eating rat food on the moon. Sounds like a lousy prog rock album. Tastes like one too. Okay, this is pretty good incentive to try to get into the galley and get some real food. Either that or I'm going to start making plans to bunk down for the night. And just hope that I dream about something that'll get this taste out of my mouth. He's got some food, so maybe get some rest, because he's been through quite a bit today. Kind of physically and emotionally. So I think probably getting sleep is a priority for Taylor now. Plus, who knows if he'll even be able to get through that door. Alright, let's think things through here. Try and figure out what my next move is. And hey, just to add to the magic, it's getting dark and it's getting really cold. Tau Ceti is down now, and I don't mind telling you it's darker than a goth kid's journal, and colder than the prom queen's shoulder. So, here are my options as I see them. I could stay here in the wreckage, although without power to the ship, I can't reseal any door I've opened. So I'll have a roof over my head, sure, but I'll be exposed to the elements. Or I can head around to the rear of the ship and pitch a tent near the reactor engine, which is nice and toasty warm. I can tell from the squiggly heat lines it's setting off into the night. You like that science speak? Squiggly heat lines? That's some advanced level terminology right there. Only problem there is there's radiation involved in that engine, and I'm not precisely sure whether it's enough to roast me overnight. So would you mind doing a little research for me? If I get about 150 rads overnight, will that kill me? My EVA suit sensor tells me that's about what it's giving off. Can you look that up and let me know whether it'd toast my marshmallows? Thanks. So, hopefully I had a chance to look that up, because it's getting really just stupidly cold in here. What's the verdict? Should I just layer up under whatever cover I can find? Spend a night shivering in the Varia? Or risk radiation poisoning by cuddling up to that faulty fusion reactor? Yeah, I think we found out it's safe, so let's send him to the reactor so he can stay warm. I gotta be honest with you, I'm really nervous about this. I mean, You've gotten me through this day so far. Definitely the worst day of my entire life. I put it up against the worst day of pretty much anybody's life, pretty confidently. So I'm going to trust you on this. I mean, either you looked it up, and you know I'll be safe at these radiation levels, or else you didn't bother to look it up, and you're just blowing me off. I guess I won't know until I wake up in the morning. And with that cheery thought, good night, wherever you are. Here's to a better tomorrow. And good night, everyone.